in addition to being executive producers on the show, and they are Jed Whedon and Marissa Tancheron. We have so much fun making fun of our next guy. And if any of you have lemons and want to throw them in his general direction, you have our permission. This is actually the season where he became a series regular. Jeff Ward plays somebody's got to be in charge, and that's Henry. Yes, that's what we do all day. We just stare at him too. It's fine. She's the fastest gal alive. Natalia, come on out here. We've been doing this for so long, and I still don't know how to introduce them as anything other than here comes Fitzsimmons. Just a little hint, at some point we're going to have a fan Q&A, I promise, and all of the questions should be directed to Iain. It's what he wants. He asks all the time. He never gets enough questions. So please, just change your question. I need to hear from Iain. That would be great. The reason that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is because we have a captain with a heart, and a captain with a soul, and a captain with a brain, and he is our very own Clark Gregg. Did I mention it's his birthday coming up this week? Did I mention singing Happy Birthday Clark would be a good idea? We should start right now. I hope we recorded it so that Clark can just hear it every day when he gets out of here. You're part of the writing staff on the show. You're part of the magic of the show. And so if you guys could stand up so everybody can give you a great big hand.
And anyone else that works on the show? RJ, I see you over there.
Yes, Benny, anytime. No, you're honestly, anybody. There you go. Yeah, true, anything. Anyone who's an alien, RJ did that. Every week, this incredibly talented writing staff comes up with an unproducible show, and the gentleman who's not here takes it and puts it into a magic machine, and it comes back out as the show that you get to watch. And that gentleman's name is Gary Brown, and he's not here because he's working. And then I know that for many of you, it's a surprise that there's 2 ladies that are missing, and again, it's because of their dedication to the show that they're shooting, and let's give a big warm welcome to Ming and Chloe, who could not be. What are you guys looking around? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? I know you're just next. Something. What?
My executive producer's over here.
Okay.
Listening to you. Spend time.
Love you, love.
All right. So I was wondering, Clark, since it's coming up, you know, with your whole birthday thing, whether or not you might have a birthday wish. Because I think everyone here would like you to have a birthday wish, right?
Yeah. I would like to know what song people just sang. It sounded like ABC, man. No. I mean, I was really lucky in season 6 that I got to direct the first episode, which was an incredible episode written by our own Jen Mo. And could we... I couldn't tell I'm in trouble for even asking this.
It's just...
Is there any way we could see a few minutes of that?
Would you guys like to see a few minutes?
What did you say?
Someone said something.
Someone wants to see the whole episode, I see.
Who wants? What do you think? We're giving things away? We're not on until May 10th.
Right. The whole episode, you don't. No. How could that even be legally possible? I think it's too much.
And we're in no way
You're gonna get us all killed off at once. Episode? Where would it even come from?
You know, just because you don't want it to happen, Jeff, I think we're going to have to have it. All right, so here's the deal. What we're talking about doing is at best highly illegal. And so this is what you got to do. Believe it or not, there are actually people that are walking around in the crowd that are wearing suits that are Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, except they're real. And they do have, believe it or not, these night vision goggles that they wear. I'm not kidding. And so if you have any kind of recording device that's on you at this particular moment, like this person over here, it would be really great if you now put it away. Including you, sir.
Sorry.
And if you do that, and we all make a promise that we're not going to take any of this and show it anywhere before May 10th on ABC, only on ABC, not on your phone, not on any place that you would ever post or even think about, then we'll show you
I think
for the first time anywhere in the whole wide world, the first episode of season 6. And then stay in your seats because we're going to do some fan Q&A right afterwards. And after you see this first episode, you're going to have some questions.
Any questions?
Did everybody enjoy watching the first episode? Do we all remember when it's going to premiere?
May 10th, ABC.
It's more than I remembered. Really start out, Clark, that just looked amazing. There's so many people that I want to give a shout out to and that help do all of that. But 2 of them popped to mind, and that's our post-producer, Chris Jeremy, and our special effects visual guru, Mark Kolpak. If you think it's easy to have spaceships and things come through warps of time and space and wherever they're all coming from, and make it look good on a big screen, on a television budget, that's magic, guys. That's something I can't even understand. And so those people are among a great group of people who do that. We're gonna have some fun. Let's. I think there's a microphone somewhere. Somewhere? There. Oh, look, it's there. And so if you could come up to the mic and state your name and your question. Is that a person?
Yes. Possibly. Yes, that's Simmons.
Okay. I don't have my glasses on. It could be a large cat.
Gemma Simmons, servant of Caestecker. Glory to him.
Nice. Okay, it is a large cat. Do you have a question?
I do. This one is for Mr. Iain the Caestecker.
What a surprise.
First of all, I want to say that you were absolutely fantastic in Overlord.
He was an Overlord?
Yeah. So you were the one who went. Okay, go. Oh, man. We're just been trying to figure it out.
I was wondering if maybe at some point in season 6, Fitz will finally get the monkey he deserves.
Good question.
He deserves it.
Thanks. I would like, do you know what? I've resigned myself that I'm not going to get one at this point. I actually adopted one for myself. Well, I did.
Real life.
In real life, I adopted one.
This is real life.
What?
Go ahead, tell me.
Yeah. That's mental if it is. Yeah, I adopted one. So I've got one in real life now. I don't know it like home with me. He doesn't like sit and have breakfast with me and stuff. But I'm going to go meet him. What? He's already. She's already named.
Have you forgotten her name?
She's called Pippin or something like that. I don't know. But she's fine.
I feel like it's Elizabeth.
Is that actually a question? I would love one in the show as well. I need to raise that with Jed and Mo and Jeff. Actually, it's Jeff's fault we don't have a monkey.
Yeah. Because evidently I'm the only one in this table that has a brain. No, but a monkey's a good idea. Jeff Bell, what do you think? Monkey?
Right, monkey for Fitz? Yeah.
Yes!
Maybe a space monkey because it's in space.
Well, we know what those space monkeys will do. Do we have another question?
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Wesley Harris.
Hi, Wesley.
And this is my companion log.
Okay.
I've been a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ever since it started, and I know like when every season it always gets better and better.
Thank you, Wesley.
Yep. So my friend has this question. What has been your fondest memory being part of the S.H.I.E.L.D. family? Kupo.
Why don't we start with Marissa? What has been your fondest memory?
I would say, well, there's a lot wrapped into it for Jed and I. It's our first show together, and it was sort of like our first child, I would say. We were very precious about it when we started season 1, and then we became a family with all these people, and then we started our own family. So for me, I think the birth of my daughter during the show has been a wonderful moment for me. Aww. It's warm and fuzzy.
You got me, man.
Natalia?
I thought we were going in order, and I was
there's
thinking
no order in it.
all the memories. Oh God, there's so many. For me, something that's really special is I had never been on a show with this kind of fandom and external family to our internal family, and I think it's been really special to be a part of something that has such a following and such support and love. So meeting the fans is always a really wonderful memory that I don't know if we'll get as we continue working as actors, because this is really rare. So yeah.
Awesome. Elizabeth?
Iain de Caestecker, any scene with him?
You didn't have to say that. That's really unexpected.
So spontaneous.
Sorry, go on.
I don't know. I think the first time walking on set, when we shot the pilot, it was just such an out-of-body experience. And then also getting to do a scene with Stanley was equally as wonderful and crazy and something that was just, beyond special. So, yeah, that's my top three.
All right, this is a good one. Jeff Bell?
What popped to mind was at the end of season 1, the very last shot of this season was Clark as Coulson carving alien writings into the wall. And it was about 10 o'clock at night, and all the other actors who didn't have to be there, who were all wrapped, came back, and we all wrapped the season together. And I think that kind of camaraderie has carried over for all these years, but I always remember him carving the walls and everybody showing up and everybody clapping at the end of that first season.
Clark?
Good memory.
Jeff?
Bell?
You?
No, after you.
No, pal.
Oh, gosh. I mean...
No, I went to Clark. We'll get to Jeff.
He's right.
He looked ready.
Unless it was the meeting Jeff was your moment.
Thank you. That was it.
No, Clark, come on. What?
God, it's really hard to pick one. I have to say, I can't think of anybody else who got the bad call that I got from Marvel, which was, you're going to have a lot of fun in the Avengers until you don't. To then have people like you at cons and online just saying, no, fuck you. Or hashtag, fuck you. I know. Hashtag Coulson lives. And boom, here we are, 7 years later, and more. I mean, what you just saw, that was 9 days. More in post and all that stuff, but to do that over and over again and to grow so close with this incredible bunch of people and to continue to grow together and have that experience and to have that be something that was birthed by the connection with the fans, with a character who I think represents them is just something that's probably the greatest thing that will ever happen to me. So I thank you. Thank you.
I was sitting here trying to figure out what is the best for me. And quite honest, that's impossible. Lil mentioned the first day. I do remember the first day, and there was so many people. My first day. Yeah. I wasn't there the very first day, but there were just so many people, so many names, so many people who I got to know. It was wonderful. And then I graduated to my first scene with Iain, which I absolutely loved, and then just working with everyone. Natalia came on, and that was wonderful. And quite honestly, I can't say it's one scene or one episode because it just keeps getting better and better. Quite honestly, it just these writers they keep me busy. And I love it. I love what they're giving me, and they keep the wonderful experiences keep outmatching themselves.
Wow. Jen. Well, Jen. I mean, and I thought Jen kind of threw in with Mo.
I mean, I'm married to her, sure. I mean,
He is his own person, though.
Okay, all right. Well, he just sort of said, I'm not going to top that, and I went with that.
some people don't consider me that, but an obvious choice for me would be the 100th episode. It was just one of those where, writing it was a bit of a challenge because we knew we wanted to put a lot into it, and we saw all these people right here. We sat in a room, but we did talk a lot about what we wanted to reflect on, but also what the fans would want.
And, you know, speaking about that connection with the fans, you know, it was super gratifying to write it with the idea of, we'll give them something nice. Everybody wants to see Fitzsimmons get married. We'll give them that. And then when we shot it, you know, everybody, we go to this location, we're under this tree, and Elizabeth comes out in her dress, and everybody was going, you know, Chloe's going, I don't know if I can film this scene. The emotions were really high for that, and it was gratifying to feel the connection here while we were trying to make the connection here, and so that's an obvious choice for me. 100. Cool. Jeff?
So that would be it. That would be everybody here got a chance to say what their favorite moment was.
Okay. Why don't you, let's hear it if you love Jeff.
Would you please take him home with you then? No, Jeff. What was your favorite moment? Besides when we hired you.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot. I did get to be a series regular.
Yeah.
And when that was really cool, and then getting to watch my work in that episode, that was my biggest episode of the season. So you are all in for a treat. They cut a couple things more than I remembered, but yeah, just seeing that with you all. I think
behind the cement wall.
Well, that's what they didn't show you. Somebody had to be the other end of that gentleman who made of concrete. That's why they upped the order. I think it was my very first day was a really amazing experience, and Jen and Mo were there, and we were filming a scene with Clark and Elizabeth and Chloe and me and Ming. And we were trying to do the scene, and all of us kept laughing. It was the first day, and we didn't even know each other. And I was kind of thinking, oh, well, this is a fun crew. And it was I had a very good feeling. And then when I got the call that they wanted to make me a regular, it was a very surreal. I didn't think that was ever going to happen. So that was a crazy moment. Henry, saw me that day, and he kept laughing, going, seriously, what were they talking to you about? And I said, no, seriously, man, they're going to make me a regular. And then he walked off pretty upset. But that was all. No, I mean, everything has been amazing. It's all one moment. Time's not linear. Look it up, man.
Another question. Hi.
Hi, Agent Garcia reporting to duty. I have a question for Coulson or Greg Clark. A lot of celebrities have their significant others make cameo appearances on TV shows. Any chance your wife will make an appearance in the upcoming Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D?
I mean, we can ask her.
Yeah, let's call her now.
No. She would not be into that. It's a great idea. I don't get to write the show, but maybe we should talk to the writers.
That's a great idea.
We'll look into that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Agent Garcia. And it's Clark Gregg. Confuses everybody, but it's Clark Gregg.
Next question.
Hi, my name is Brendan, and I was here last year, and it's so great to see you guys again. Oh,
nice to see you too again, Brendan.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now my question is, well, though this might be annoying, will this season take place shortly or before the decimation from Infinity War, and how does that affect the rest of the team?
It's a really good question, and I'll field that one. You'll probably be on April 28th in a theater finding out how the Infinity War concludes in Endgame. And then on the 3rd of May, which is a week later, you'll probably go back and see it again and tell everybody that it's the coolest movie you've ever seen in your whole life, so that by the time you get to May the 10th, you're not going to have anything else to do than sit home and watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, knowing how the Avengers story ended in Endgame. So that should tell you, particularly when you saw today that it's 1 year later, that you would have figured that part out, but it's okay, we all wanted to get a monkey too. So, hopefully that answered the question. Next!
Hello?
Hi.
My name's Luke, and you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, you're awesome, Luke.
My question is, in the whole series of like every season, what would be your favorite meta power? Like inhuman power?
Wow. Well, there is one Inhuman that's on our panel. Natalia, what's it like being?
What's it like?
Yes. What's your what?
I thought it was what would you like? What power would you like?
Well, we're gonna go with what's it like?
Oh, what's it like? Well, it's pretty cool. No, I mean, I don't have superpowers myself, so I just imagine it. But in my imagination, it's really awesome to have superpowers. Don't you think? Would be kind of cool, right? Yeah.
I like Carl Creel's power because it looks so cool.
I like Flint's because he gets to move rocks around. He can do all kinds of stuff with that.
That's great, Jeff.
He's literally answering the question. Really, buddy? There was nothing wrong with that. Thanks, Jeff.
Is there a superpower you would like? Which one would it be?
Teleport?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll make that happen for you. Yeah.
Mine would be traveling in time.
Yeah. Okay, there's time travelers in the audience. Our next question.
Hi, my name is Marley, and I've been a really big fan for like a long time. My question is, what was your favorite part of working on the show?
I think we kind of covered that, but unless did anybody feel like they didn't cover what their favorite part of working on the show was?
Marley, you had another one?
You do, if you have another one.
Yeah.
As in, like not really, working together, I guess, you know, interacting with the writers and the actors and the directors, like that.
I'll talk about one part that's very funny about that all of these people have had to do is interacting with Mark Kolpak, who's our VFX coordinator, as Lo mentioned, because one of
Real quick, shout out to Sabrina Arnold, who's also here.
Yeah,
She's basically his right hand. And Brianna's here, and Daniel Spilatro, and Benny, everybody from our
editorial.
Sabrina is basically Mark Kolpak's right hand and partner and everything, and so she is to be credited for a lot of fantastic things.
She has saved the indignity of acting out what the power looks like for the actors, which Mark Kolpak does. So you got to imagine, you see it here and it's all done, but when they do it, they're standing in front of nothing. And he's saying, you're going like this. And then it sort of just goes, you know, and they have to do that, trusting that at some point it'll look like that. But we get to watch it before the effects are in. So we've seen all of them look completely ridiculous.
I have video of all of that on my iPhone. Maybe I'll share it with the world at some point.
Thank you, Molly.
Thank you.
Next. Question?
Hey guys.
I'm Negan.
I'm Negan, first of all. And
You're all Negan.
Thank you, Philip Coulson. I have a question for all of you guys. So...
I'm scared. I'm totally scared right now.
Yeah, there's a man holding a baseball bat who could be doing anything.
So, which character do you miss the most from the previous seasons? Like the ones who died, or the ones you never got to see again, like Bobby or Hunter? I like Bobby.
Elizabeth?
Ward? Is that your answer?
Ward was okay.
Great people. I feel like Jason O'Mara as director of Mace. He was great. Adrienne, Bobby and Hunty, you know, they were great. Nick Blood, Adrienne Palicki.
Ruth Nega as Raina. Bill Paxton, even though he turned out to be kind of evil. Really miss him. Mr. Bell?
Yeah, I'm a little partial to Bobby and Hunter. But we've had so many fantastic people, but there was something fun about them being on our show.
Mine would be Cal, Daisy's dad.
Yeah.
I got a soft spot for him. Yeah.
I miss Trip. DJ Trip. Not just because of the character, but he was just always so much fun.
Such a trip.
And we do.
Trip was a trip.
I'm sorry.
And we do miss Grand Ward as writers, because we could always get an act out or an end of episode by having him just walk in the room, you know. It's Grand Ward! End.
Mallory, who gave us an amazing band.
Ada.
Yeah, Madam Hydra.
Brilliant.
Iain? Everyone's been mentioned. We had, Nick Blood. My friend. You've got a friend, Iain? I do. He is my friend, though, actually, genuinely in real life. Do you know what? Speaking of Nick, when Nick came back and did an episode with just me and him, was that last season? Yeah. And we had a ferret. And it was two ferrets. They were called Salt and Pepper, which is just funny because one was white, one was black. And Pepper was a little rascal, and Salt was pretty cool too. So I miss those guys. They could have longer. They didn't. I don't know what happened with their contract negotiations, or I presumed you guys tried to work that out.
Yeah,
but
very good.
Salt and Pepper.
It's funny, I miss when Deke was on the show. That was the part that
you didn't catch me? I was just in that episode?
Yes. That was it. That was probably the best. How about another question?
Hi there. My name is Rodina, and my question is, given we are going into season 6, and we, as the fans, have had 6 wonderful years with you guys, what question are you guys tired of hearing at Comic-Cons? Asked to you.
What can you tease about X?
Who's X?
Henry, you tired of anything?
Any question, quite honestly. Yeah, I think you got covered it on that. Yeah. What's going to happen with the character? We can't say anything.
I know, we always can't say anything.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's just we can't really answer questions ever. So I think any question is challenging for us, but I think it's not really a question that I don't like. It's the phrase that we had a rocky start. We hear a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, everything's written about our show. It's like, after a rocky start, this show's good.
The finale was great. After Rocky's start, that doesn't even make sense.
I'm really tired of hearing, who are you again? And no, but I do, and I'm on it. So just check it out. It's the 5th season, and I understand it's later, but just...
You're really sick of hearing it from Jeff Lowe.
Who's made it his go-to.
It has been. We can ask you a question. And then I think, unless, I don't know where we are time-wise, but I think we're going to go to the lightning round right after this one. Let me explain what a lightning round is. She's going to ask her a question, but after that, lightning rounds are yes or no questions.
Oh.
So if you're going to ask a question, not you, everybody after you, if you have a question, these people should be able to answer it with a yes or no. Okay?
Or a very quick answer.
There you go. So you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
In a recent interview, a little birdie said that season 7 was going to be the last season of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I was just curious that, hypothetically speaking, when everything ends, where do you guys hope your character's journey will take them?
We're not ending. Stop it. I'm going to answer that.
We think every season's our last season. So I was like, more?
Yeah, every time we get a pickup, we're like, oh, bonus, sure.
They call the writers, we're like, come back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hi.
Hi.
Now we're in the lightning round. So this is the part where you ask a question and we can answer really quickly.
Okay, this is for Clark Gregg. Was it hard growing up with 2 first names?
She asked a question.
Yes.
Next.
Hi. I once worked with Jed and Marissa. Anyways, Clark, are you afraid of dying for good?
Yes. Wonderful question, sir.
It was great to see Willow Hale as Robin Hood. Did you have fun working with her?
Yep.
Yes. So much.
Lightning round, who knew?
Ian, this question is for Ian. Do you enjoy your brother's seafood restaurant in Scotland? And I've been watching on Instagram.
Yeah. Yes. I can't expand anymore until you should go. I've already said too much. Yeah.
Next.
So, what's your best memory of Stan Louis?
Oh, that's a good question.
We might have to break out of the yes and no for that one.
Yes.
Every memory.
Yeah.
Every moment with him is awesome.
Do you have one, Love?
He was so generous all the time. I think my favorite memory is the fact that I met him a long time ago for the first time, and then when I met him again, it literally like 20 years had gone by, and he was in his 90s, and I can't remember anything, and I'm not in my 90s yet, and I came up and I said, hi, it's Jeff Loeb, and he goes, I know who you are, Jeff. And I was just like, I was so blown away that was, that somehow this man who's met everyone on the planet and touched all of us, like I had somehow stayed in his memory, and that was just awesome for me. So, lightning round, go ahead. Yes, no?
Hi, my name is Terry. My costume is Agent Coulson. You're my favorite.
I love you too, Terry.
It was a real honor to meet Elizabeth at Phoenix Comic-Con a few years ago. My quick question, I know it's a light round, but if you could have any one superpower, what would it be?
Yes.
Yes.
You can just go lightning.
Yeah, go.
Go back 30 seconds and not have just said that.
I feel like Quake would be quite good.
Yeah. Yes.
Ability to heal people.
I was gonna say Spider-Man, but that's way better than healing people. I want to heal people.
I want to fly, but I want to hang out with healing guy.
I think we covered mine. Teleportation. I would love to do that.
Well, what? What? Thank you.
Yeah. First ones to think of it.
Back to the lightning round. Henry, have you ever looked into owning a real-life shotgun axe?
Real-life what? Shotgun axe.
Oddly, yes.
When the robots come.
Lightning round, lightning round.
Lightning round.
So my question is to Iain de Caestecker. Out of season 2 or season 5, which one was the hardest to film dealing with Fitz's mental struggles?
Good question. Yes.
5. 5.
5.
5.
Thank you.
Next.
I don't know. I get in trouble with
It was a really good question.
Hi, my name is Clark Gregg.
No. But, okay.
First of all, is that true? Because it's amazing.
What was your reaction to having Agent Coulson being a bad guy? Was it happy or excited?
Happy or excited? You mean in what we just saw?
Yes or no?
Was it fun to do that?
That was very fun. Never heard of it.
Next.
Hi, my name is Audrey. My birthday's in a couple of days, so I want to say happy birthday to Clark.
Happy birthday, Audrey.
Thank you. And I wanted to ask Clark, do you prefer your cheesy scenes or your emotional scenes more?
Cheesy?
I mean, like his jokes, his cheesy little jokes.
You know, I never find out till later if they're cheesy or not. In my mind, they're never going to be cheesy, but sometimes I guess I just do them that way. I like them all. Cheesy, less cheesy. Happy birthday.
Okay. I'm getting this thing, which means get the hell off the stage, love. And I think what we would love is if this incredible cast could stand up and you guys could say thank you for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 6.
We have one last question in the lightning round. Young sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last question. Sorry, boss.
Yeah, just a little. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm kind of new to this show, so what's it about? I'm just curious.
When you tune in on May 10th, you're going to figure out everything in between now and then. You can watch every episode up until then. Just tell your parents you need 100 hours. It's going to be great.
Or Iain will just explain the whole thing to you right now. So just sit down. Iain, go ahead. Start from the top.
You probably got some more time in your hands.
It's about a cheesy...
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast and the executive producers of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Thank you so much. We'll see you on May 10th, only on ABC.